Hey everyone, it's GDB. So with the recent banning of Union Carrier and Master Duel, I've been thinking through how I want to play agents. One of my first videos was a agent FTK deck that you could only really do in Master Duel, which you cannot do anymore because Union Carrier is now banned. However, you can still do the Athena FTK. I wouldn't really recommend it, but I did want to show it off. I also have another replay with a different build, and I'll show off that build more. But yeah, I did want to show off at least here that the Athena FTK is still possible. And for this to work, you do need to have the Earth and either the Neptune or the Venus in rotation. Otherwise, you can't pull off the combo. It doesn't work for this, unfortunately, because you'll see in a minute we'll need the Venus, Dark Venus combo going just to get all the material we need on board. We're going into Master Flare here. We're going to send the Dark Venus. Plus we get 1,000 damage for Cupid Pitch. You don't need Cupid Pitch, but it's helpful, so why not? Going back to the Shine Balls. This is our second time using them, and then we'll go back to the deck. So we can summon that a third time with Venus. You know the combo for Venus. We need the... Or not for Venus. For the Athena FTK, we need to get Dark Lord Superbia into rotation, so... Going to the Dark Lord link. And from here, you might notice some weirdness. We're going into Psyframe Lambda. That seems kind of weird. And then we're going to go into another link that seems kind of weird. But this is all because we're going to go into Curious. There you go. That's where we're going to get Athena into the grave. I sent Ava off the mills too, and just get some more cards, why not? But at this point the game's already over. I have everything set up. I have the Superbia and Athena grave and Athena on the field. So now you're just going to see the rinse and repeat. Just gotta keep link summoning, and then after I deal enough damage by cycling, I can just keep link summoning with 2 Athenas on the field to do enough damage, but my opponent realizes that I'm looping them. So that is the Athena FTK. Again, I wouldn't really recommend it because you need Earth, Neptune, Venus combo, and I mean, you only need to draw 2 of those, but still, it's not really ideal. One last thing I want to note before we move on to another replay is that you can do this combo if for whatever reason you really want to play this, and let's say Curious gets banned. You can do this with Beatrice instead. You just have to add a card called Cupid for Ray off of Cupid Pitch, and then you'll have to go into start Yuya, but it requires the same setup. It just requires playing an extra brick in the deck. Alrighty, so we're here with the second replay. We're going to show off another Agent FTK, but this is not the Athena FTK. This is something different. Some of you might be aware of this already, but I do think this is probably the way to play agents going forward. So let's jump into it. And this, you'll see I am playing Diviner for this build. So I do think that Diviner is really good in this, because actually Divine plus Extender is really good, but even just Diviner can pull off the FTK, which is just amazing. You can still do that even just off of 1 Diviner. And plus this doesn't really take up as much space in the main deck. You only have to play 1 bricky card, whereas before you have to play at least the 2 Athenas and the Dark Lord Superbia, so I do think this is just the way to play this going forward. But we do have to play like Beauty Sprite, I guess. Although I guess you don't need to, but I do recommend it. So we make our way into Master 5 Hyperion, doing some shenanigans. We were able to search off of Ava as well. They had a Ghost Ogre, which is not that common these days, but I sent my Orange Light, unfortunately for them. But I think what makes this pretty good is that you can still have access to Neptune just from Diviner, because you can go into Ava easily. And then from Ava, you can grab Neptune and Earth, or just whatever you need, or like Neptune DD Sprite, Neptune Orange Light. So I like that Diviner still opens up the plays in this version of the deck. Alright, so we're gonna make Park Path here. Nothing too crazy here. And now we're just going to go straight for our win condition, which is the world. Probably a lot of you saw that coming. So yes, it is random. We're just going to rely on a coin toss here to win the game, but still able to like set up a decent board, even if the world doesn't work. I'm able to summon Chungus here, and we got Master Flare, but you'll see I do get the coin toss correct. And then I can just send Master Flare on the world, and oh, you don't get a turn. Back to my turn. The reason why I sent Master Flare there is because, well, Arsheth just lets me search out Neptune immediately, and then I can just bring Master Flare back. So, what I'm going to do, grab Neptune, go into Master Flare, and then I can banish to bring back Majesty Hyperion, and that's lethal. Actually, we don't even need the Master Hyperion, I lied, but we could do that too. So, I guess it's not quite an FTK, that was technically 3 turns, but pretty much an FTK. Is this better or worse than just trying to go for Christia? Probably a little worse than just trying to go for Christia, but there are certain decks that it's better against, like Runic, for example, has a pretty easy time dealing with Christia. Same thing with Sky Striker, so it's better to just end the game if you can. So now you might say, okay, but what if you lose the coin toss? Well, in that instance, I could have just made Apollousa. I also am playing IP, for example, if I have material on board that I can just send the world and something else for. You can just link it off, and then you're good to go. Alrighty, so we're here with the deck list. I'm not going to go through everything as much in detail, but I am going to still go through the card by card here. Again, go check out my other agent videos. I talk a little bit more in depth about some of these cards, why I chose them, but I'll still talk a little bit about these. Alright, here we go. We got 3 Shine Ball, we got 1 DD Sprite, we got 2 Ava. I'm not sure about playing the 3rd. I don't think you need to play the 3rd because you don't really want to draw it that much, but it's not terrible to draw. We're on 3 Neptune, 3 Orange Light. I'm not on Green Light for this, although I would recommend it maybe if you're playing a non-FTK version, or like I would recommend playing it in Runic Agent, for example. I'm on 2 Earth, not 3, because I don't want to have too many normal summons in the deck, because we're going to have Venus as a potential normal summon as well. That's going to compete with Diviner and Earth, so that's a little too many normal summons. Don't want to do that. But we're on the 3 Diviner, 3 Venus, the Dark Venus. We're on 2 Korriban as the extender of choice. We're also on the 2 Light Stage. Light Stage I think is really good because it kind of acts as a fairy extender and can take out a back row OTK on you're going second, so I really like that aspect of it. Round 1, the World. Yes, it's an ultra rare, that kind of sucks. I am playing the 1 Christia. If you draw one or the other, search the one you don't have at least, so kind of like a backup plan, but I would say you could get away with cutting Christia entirely, or again, if you just don't want to play it as an FTK, you can just take out the World, and it's pretty much the same thing. We're on 1 Guardian Onatus because we're on small worlds, plus I think it's just a generically good fairy extender, so why not? I'm on 1 Master Hyperion, 1 Majesty Hyperion, 1 Trias, 1 Foolish Burial. I'm on 2 Small Worlds. I don't feel like I desperately need to play 3. It's decently consistent already, but could squeeze in the 3rd somewhere. I'm also on triple Sacred Waters in the Sky, 1 Sanctuary in the Sky, the 2 Light Stage I mentioned, double Called by the Grave, and I'm on the 1 Fallen Sanctuary. Yes, we are an FTK deck, but this is a backup plan. I think we have the space for it now. Alright, so that was the main deck. Let's jump into the extra. We got 1 Natis for Diviner. We're on Cupid Pitch. You don't 100% need, but again, I do like being able to add a card to our hand in case we need something else to discard. On Baron de Fleur, Chungus, and Master Flare are our level 10 synchros of choice. We are on 1 Link Spider. We do need this for some lines. This is required for the FTK with only Diviner in hand, so need to play Link Spider for that reason. I'm also on some Nightmares here, and we got a Nightmare Suite. We got IP Masquerade. We're on Double Moon. We're on Trigate Wizards. You draw the Earth, Venus, Neptune combo, then you'll have a lot of Link material available. So you can go for the World, and then if the coin toss fails, you can just set up a Link board with like Trigate Wizard and Nightmare Phoenix and such. We also have the 1 Nightmare Unicorn, the Parshath, of course, and Apollousa. very good at converting a failed world into something. So yeah, that's the deck. Let me know if you have any questions, comments. Let me know if you think my ratios are wrong, or if you have any other ideas for building agents now that Union Carrier is banned. I do think the Union Carrier ban did hurt the deck a lot in general, not even just like janky FTK versions. Because before, if you had access to Master Flare Hyperion, then you could go into Union Carrier with the Shine Balls and have access to Neptune, which is pretty key for your combo. Otherwise, we don't have a guaranteed way to get access to Sanctuary in the Sky. We don't have a guaranteed way to search any fairy then with Parshath. As always, if you enjoyed the video, remember to like, comment, subscribe. I am working on more stuff, especially with new cards coming out soon. I'm going to be trying to experiment with them. Yeah, I got some more videos in the works. I'll see you in the next one.